this emergency stair, which is serving the offices above, is what's behind that drywall right there. So that's existing. That's just a US. Right? So the main entry is going to be this piece of glass right here. So we'll come in and go over there. And as you can see right out of our front door, we've got a nice velvet road leading right to the front door. As you know, it's been a long road for us to find this location. And I started volunteering about a year and a half ago with the Vacation Search Committee. We worked with realtors to find and evaluate a whole bunch of different properties. And eventually we were able to once we had a short list of properties, we were able to transition into a design and build-out committee. And the first thing the design and build-out committee did is we organized the vision survey. That went out to the membership. And through your input, we were able to identify central kind of core amenities and central concept themes for the group. And we took that and as part of a volunteer design process and design committees and Blackstar headquarters, we had a series of design meetings over the past couple months using that input. We went through a bunch of different layouts and brainstormed on some different ideas, and the resulting layout is kind of the synthesis of the best of those ideas. So, as I said, the front door here, you come in, you'll be greeted by a nice big long bar. That's what the yellow tape is on the floor. It's going to be welcoming you in a direct opposite the entry of the point of sale. And that will allow folks to come into the space. On this side will be a case where we're displaying concepts about co-op and co-op idea. It's going to be closer to the point of sale. So highlights some menu items here, highlights kind of like a stack kicks area. You'll see that we've got seating designed around the windows. Outside, there's services more central, back over there. We got the brewery just over there. Brewery there has a threefold purpose. We've got tanks of fermentation vessels, against the glass. Those will be like beacons. So you'll see it up and down the bar as well as right where the water is advertising overall. Secondly, there's going to be glass wall partitioning the space and partitioning the brewery from the main dining space. That allows you to see right at the end of the front doors that you'll see. Thirdly, we've got the bar position. So you'll be able to sit in the bar and have a direct relationship with being able to drink and see your beer at the same time. Fourthly, we've got this what we call the bar peninsula, which is this big large outcropping of the bar. This is a direct result of the design process. Volunteers brainstorming about some ideas. And this is our modern version of a stand table, which is a regular community table. The idea is that a large group of people will be able to sit at one table to kind of keep fostering that idea of community in the co-op. And from here, they'll be able to look directly into the brewery. And it's going to be a high traffic area because there's access to the outdoor patio behind you. There's an area for darts right here, so there's going to be a lot of activity right there. Contrasted with the seating area that's going to be over here, which is dedicated seating. There's going to be the ability for it to be partitioned off with a headed curtain. There'll be a projector in there, so that can be rented out for events and special things like that. Now, you'll notice that the acoustics in here right now are a little tinny. That's because of all the hard, flat surfaces. It's not finished out. What we're going to do to mitigate that is the concept art. One idea is we've got perforated metal panels hanging up above the bar at an angle. Those kind of create a patchwork. We're also going to have acoustic ceiling panels hung down at different heights that'll create this kind of floating, undulating footwork above you. And that's going to contrast with the hard concrete floor below. Concrete we're going to selectively stain in some areas, put the logo in at the entry points, and also having this exposed concrete is going to help us towards our LEED certification. LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design.
Awesome.
That's aligning with the core vision of the co-op concept and trying to be energy conscious. Where you guys are going to see a lot of that is in the bathrooms, where things like waterless urinals, automated fixtures, lighting controls, those kind of things reduce the energy load of the project over time. We're also going to be using things like recycled wood in the bar, the main bar area, and recycled materials as many places as possible. That's the design tour in a nutshell real quick. I'm going to shepherd you guys over to the engine staff, and they're going to tell you about our great menu.
Y'all are a sparse group.
It's further than that.
Would you like some of my beer? That's a snack. The Black Star Co-op menu will be different than any of the other pub menus in Austin. We're going to have interesting food. It's not going to be pull it out of the freezer, heat it up, and give it to you. It's going to be fresh, local, sustainable ingredients. We're going to do as many things from scratch as possible. We'll be making our own sauces and pickles and charcuterie, grinding our own meat for burgers. We'll have beef, bison, and vegetarian burgers. We'll have fresh vegetables, salads, and the classic pub food. Lots of fried stuff, don't worry. And it's, what's that?
Hummus.
Maybe some hummus. Maybe some hummus. That sounds like an irrational menu item. Speaking of rational versus irrational,
So,
John.
okay, so if you guys are familiar with the beer, and Jeff will tell you more about this. We keep stealing his thunder, but he's getting used to it. The beers are broken down into rational and irrational series of beers. The rational series are our standard beers that we'll always have, and the irrational beers give Jeff some freedom. He'll talk more about that. So we're going to do the menu the same way. We're going to have, our normal starters and those kind of things. And also a rational series of entrees, which we'll always have, fish and chips or burgers, some roast chicken, things like that, that will allow us to really have some great food. And then we'll have the irrational series on our menu, which will be seasonal rotating entrees that are definitely going to be trying to highlight local sustainable food, using, we're in a really great spot for locally produced vegetables, meat, cheese. So try to really highlight the food of this region, but still keep it true to what the whole vision of the co-op's food idea is of this like British pub food. But Texas ingredients. We also want to have a nose to tail kind of approach to our menu. We will have vegetarian options. We're definitely not going to leave vegetarians out. Since we are going to make things from scratch, we can always have that option to leave out a component that can make something either not vegetarian or vegan. But we want to also try to celebrate animals and what they give to us. So we'll try to do like awful dishes every once in a while. Not awful as in AW, but OF. So sweetbreads or kidney pie or something like that can really bring home like British food, but with Texas sourced ingredients. But we're very much in R&D for our menu. We have a menu draft, but we're not going to play it pretty close to the chest right now.
And we're putting out, I think, an email to the members. We're going to start a committee to get member feedback. We want to know what you guys want. Obviously, we've already added hummus to the menu. But yeah, we definitely want to know what everybody thinks. If anybody has any areas of expertise regarding kitchen, the menu, anything, we want your help because this is your brew pub and your menu. And we'll be taking questions outside. I think this is the last group, so we can actually just go out and talk to you after you talk to Jeff. Just keep an eye out for that if you want to get involved. We'll be available outside to talk to you, and just from now until it opens, just let us know. And I guess Jeff wants to talk to you about the brewery. Looks like he's really
Excited.
Go ahead and come on down. Squeeze in it. So I'm Jeff Young, future brewer of Black Star Co-op. What we're standing in right now is the brewery. This taped off squarish space. Oh no! There's like a sandbox. We're going to keep that, by the way. We're not going to fill that in. That's just going to be the brewery sandbox. We're going to come to play. Where was it? This is the last tour, so kind of
So we're in the brewery right now. Over here is going to be the brew house. We're looking at a 7-barrel brewery, new equipment. In the back here will be the line of fermenters. In front of the window, and as somebody pointed out last time, we're going to have some sort of reflective glass so we don't heat up there too much. Brewery fermenters. Cold room is going to be over here. This long rectangular spot is going to be the cold room. Very large cold room. I'm super excited about that. We're going to have 5 serving vessels and then enough space for whatever we want to do, whether it's barrels or firkins. We're going to have a lot of special projects that we'll have in the cold room. Very excited about that. Also, what I'm excited about is the cold room above it will have a mezzanine. The mezzanine will house the mill. So the mill will be, say, right there, and it would mill, malt, and bring it down to the mash tun right here. Also up on the mezzanine would be malt storage and my little office, which is really cool. I like. We basically had to put a mill somewhere, and we didn't want to take up our floor space. So we built up. We have huge ceilings, and it's like we got to put something up there. So they put me up there. I have an example of the equipment that we are most likely going to have here. Like I said, a 7-barrel system from Premier Stainless out of San Diego. Highly regarded in the industry as a quality system, and I'm really looking forward to brewing on a well-designed system. If you have a good quality system, you get a good quality beer. The fermentation vessels are pretty standard. They're just vessels that hold the beer, but they look more or less like that. The beers we're going to have, I guess they already stole my thunder over here and talked about the rational and irrational. I was a math major in college. I'm kind of a nerd. So basically the rational beers are the ones that when you take the ingredients that go into beer, you put them together, you get what you expect. You get good, if you use good ingredients, a good recipe, you get a good beer out of that. It's basically, it's constructible. The High Esteem is going to be one of our most standard beers. By standard, I just mean it's going to be on tap year-round. It's going to be the light, crisp, more geared towards hoppiness, dry hopped, that kind of thing. If you're looking for something a little more malty, a little more sweet, and a bump in alcohol, you would move up to a Double D.
How do you say the one below Double D?
Recalcitrant Dockhand. I had no, I didn't make that one up. I left for one day and somebody brewed a batch of this and they thought they could name it. So I come home and they said it's the Recalcitrant Dockhand. And I had no idea what that meant.
They were an art major.
Huh?
They're an art major.
They're an art major?
Whoever named them.
Yeah. Whatever. I just call it the Dockhand.
Maybe soccer game.
Yeah. So in addition to the standard Rational Series beers, we're going to have your hoppy beers. Vulcan is probably one of my favorite beers. A very assertive, heavily hopped rye ale. I think we're looking at 6.5%. So it's really delicious. Recalcitrant Dockhand is my favorite beer, and that's the dark, roasty. We use grandma's molasses in it. Really, those flavors. Oh, we use vanilla, although I've never called it a vanilla beer. They're already cutting me off. Oh my god. Is that what they're serving? What? No, they have the pecan porter out there, which is very similar because the pecans give it kind of The pecans give it kind of an astringency, a roastiness that goes along so well with the other flavors, but so does the grandma's molasses. It kind of does the same thing. So, then the Irrational series are the beers that are, I don't know, not necessarily constructible. So basically, you take the ingredients. And once you create the beer, it's something a little bit more than the ingredients. You get something a little bit more out of it. Whether that's sour fermentation with Waterloo, or barrel aging. The Moon Tower is aged on oak. We don't plan on barrel aging the Moon Tower, although we will have barrel aged beers. We'll have sour beers. That's the Infinite series. So the Infinite series, I didn't even put it up there because it's so secret. The Infinite series is basically like my little special projects, beers maybe that are aged in oak, high alcohol, very, very unique beers. I don't even want to talk about it right now. But somebody made the joke recently that the Infinite series, you'll like this because he's a math guy too. The Infinite series, he asks, does it converge on deliciousness? wrap it up. So if you guys have any other questions or want to talk more about beer, I'll be out there. I think this might be the last